Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest Wall Tutorials. I am CCZ, and in this video we're going to do a weapon breakdown of the new weapon that is going to be for Demon King Piccolo's throne. So going to be right over here, not just on one character that you're going to see here, but also on a second character as well. So I actually got a very good pull. So from using mileage points, I was actually able to get two of these weapons in one pull. So I'm actually very satisfied with this, as I was probably struggling a little bit with Demon King Piccolo Mega Monster, but now that I have this weapon, it's actually quite good. So now I want to go ahead and talk about this. So over here, pretty much for the stats, it's going to have plus 35 magic power, plus 167 attack power. So pretty much with these stats here, this is mainly going to be for, or best for, a demon swordsman type character, or a armamentalist if you're using an advanced class. Then over here we're going to have the basic stats. So at level 1, you're going to have plus 20 to your attack power. Also at level 1, plus 10% to weapon and sneak skill damage. Then down over here at level 35, you're going to have plus 5% damage to demons, and at level 40, you're going to have plus 5 damage to question mark type enemies. So those are going to be the basic stats there. So pretty much I do want to go ahead into this battle, but this is going to be a little bit different. I believe this is going to work best if you're going to see it in a boss battle. So I'm actually going to go against Pai for this particular weapon breakdown. So let's go into this. Okay, so here we go against Pai. So pretty much a couple of things there actually did happen. But one of the main things that I want to go over is actually going to be after he finishes his turn here. Okay, so here with my ninja, going to have a couple of things here you're going to see on the screen, I believe. So one of the first abilities is, of course, I want to go over the sudden activation abilities. The first one is going to be called悪の大魔王, which is going to be Evil Demon King. This is going to cost 3% of your max MP, and at the start of the battle, the Reign of Terror domain skill is activated, so you can see it at the top of the screen here. So while Reign of Terror is active, when an ally does skill damage, they have a chance to increase the attacked enemy's Terrified level by 1. So I actually did go over Terrified level in my initial coverage of this weapon and how it works. So I don't think I really need to explain or go into detail about that, but one of the effects of that is that when you're terrified, you actually do lose a certain amount of HP at the start of your turn, as you actually did see Pai did before he actually made his initial attacks. Then after that, we're also going to have another sudden activation ability, which is going to be恐怖に震えるがいい, which is going to be Tremble with Terror. This is going to cost 1% of the max MP, and it gives a random enemy Terrified levels 1 to 3. When their Terrified level increases, they have a chance to receive a negative effect and deals damage based on the enemy's maximum HP at the start of their turn. So in this case, I actually have not done any attacks yet, but here with the two weapons that I do have for this, I was actually able to get a total of Terrified level of 2, which is not very high, but you will see it go up. But here what I want to do next is actually go over an ability which is going to be right over here. This is going to be Kyosei Bakuretsu Kyaku, which is Raging Evil Star. This is going to cost 36 MP, and what it does 100% physical technique damage 7 times to random enemies with a chance to inflict misfortune weaken. When this effect is on, the success rate of weakening the enemy is increased by 1.5 times. So here Tao Pai Pai is going to be the only enemy here, so you're going to feel all the effects with this. So in that case, I believe there he got weakened, and also there you saw that his Terrified level actually did increase. Next, what I want to do is go ahead to the next ability, which is going to be right, let's see, going to be right over here. So this is going to be Bakuretsu Makoko, which is Explosive Demonic Cannon. This is going to cost 45 MP, and what it does Io or Gira 245% Gira or Io physical technique attack or magic fusion damage to all enemies with a rare chance of increasing Terrified level by 1 to 2. So going to be like this. So in that case, a miss. Okay, so now that I'm back with my ninja here, I'm going to go ahead with another ability. So that is going to be found right over here. This is going to be Daimao no full power, so the Demon King's full power. This is going to cost 20 MP. And what it does, it increases the next weapon or physical technique damage by 2.5 times the normal damage. But in this case, the wielder will die after 2 rounds, and this can only be used once per battle. So this is pretty much something you would want to use pretty much later in the battle when the enemy is almost down. But here I actually do want to just show it to you. So, ooh, okay. So in that case, that was the ability there. And you did see an increase in power. So here, what I want to do now is actually go and show you pretty much what the ninja just did right now. That's going to be the final ability, which is going to be here. This is going to be Bakuriki Maha, which is going to be the demonic or explosive demonic wave. So with this does 450% Io ordained physical technique attack magic fusion damage with a chance of to get a direct hit on the enemy and increases Terrified level by 1 to 2. So pretty much going to be just like you saw here before with my ninja, but going to look like this. Okay, so here I'm at my god hand. So here what I want to do is go over the challenge for this particular weapon. This is going to be called Korega Mazoko no Shihai da, which is this is the rule of the demons. This is going to cost 3% of your max MP, and what it does is during battle, if the wielder succeeds in terrifying the enemy 3 times, they will recover a certain amount of HP and MP, and the Reign of Terror domain skill will activate. So here, possibly, if I don't miss, going to be like this. So there you saw the challenge there. So you did see me recover HP and MP there, and you did see the little activation of the domain skill. So that is going to be the challenge there. So here I just want to go ahead and finish off Tao Pai Pai, probably with this attack here, or maybe not. But here, what I'll do is, since he actually is feared, going to just go ahead and revive my ninja, and pretty much taken out by the Terrified effect. So since it was maxed out, he took 10% of his total MP damage, which was 10,000 there. So here, that is going to be this particular weapon breakdown. Okay, so that is going to be the new weapon. That is going to be Demon King Piccolo's throne. So pretty much with that battle against Tal Pai Pai, you did see the various effects of this particular weapon. So pretty much, while this weapon doesn't do a lot of damage in terms of just with Terrified, that actually is what's going to do most of the damage for you. So that's actually going to be quite good. So definitely what I want to do now is go ahead and talk about this particular weapon. So first, going over the sudden activation abilities and also the challenges. So pretty much all three of those are actually quite good. So pretty much you have Tremble with Fear or Tremble with Terror, which that's going to give you Terrified levels from 1 to 3 right at the beginning. Since I actually have 2 characters with this particular weapon, that's actually going to double the effects of this. So I actually have had a battle where the Terrified level was Terrified level 6 right at the beginning of the battle. So this is actually going to work out quite well, especially when you get a negative debuff on that particular enemy as well in the beginning. Then with Evil Demon King, so pretty much the Reign of Terror domain skill, that's actually quite good. So pretty much any skill damage that you do to the enemy, that is actually going to possibly have the enemy's terrified attack or terrified level be increased by 1, so that's good too. Then at the very end you saw the challenge. So the challenge is actually good in terms of just recovering HP and MP, and then also reactivating that terror or that Reign of Terror domain skill as well, especially if you happen to have been killed during battle and have lost the actual domain skill. But in this case, since I have 2 people equipped with this, that actually did not happen. So here I actually didn't use this in a field battle, mainly because I feel in terms of what I do with field battles, I'd pretty much just use it for leveling. I wouldn't consider this being part of my leveling team. So this is actually going to be one of the reasons why it's going to be for the next category in this as well. But in terms of damage to all enemies, I would say that it probably can do a lot of damage, but there's going to be better weapons that I would rather use to get the job done fast, which leads me to the next category, which is metal enemies. So this has no abilities that attack metal enemies whatsoever. So that's going to be not as good as you would think. But pretty much the main reason why this is going to be good is for the 4th category, which is going to be for boss battles. This is going to be a boss battle type of weapon. So very similar to, like, let's say the Sword of Goddess Celsia or the Blade of Goddess Celsia. That's pretty much a boss battle type of weapon. So this is actually very good against Demon King Piccolo, which I will show in a breakdown of the Mega Monster in a video coming very soon. But you will see how effective that this weapon is in that battle, and especially if you have 2 of the weapons in your party. Then for future use, definitely in the future, this is going to be used for boss battles. Definitely, I would say this is going to come in handy for the super high difficulty quest as well. So especially since I do have 2 of these, again, this will be pretty handy for that particular quest as well. So in terms of the total score, this is going to pretty much, I would say, I'm going to give it a 18 or a 19 for this. So like I said, for me, it doesn't really work in terms of what I want in terms of a field battle, especially if I'm leveling characters. I want to get things done very quickly. Then again, with metal enemies, it has no abilities that actually do any damage to metal enemies, so that's actually not going to be very useful there as well. Again, going to be for field battles, but definitely this is going to be used for boss battles going forward. So that's going to be it for this video. So pretty much the next video is going to be a breakdown of the Demon King Piccolo Mega Monster boss battle, and I will be using this team for that particular battle, so please stay tuned for that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end this video here, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.